I have a German Shepherd. So when I read The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night Time 2003, it felt different. A midnight crime, a garden fork, and Wellington the poodle lying still, and suddenly a 15-year-old Christopher Boone takes the case. He numbers his chapters with primes, he solves with logic, and his story is as meticulous as his mind. And here's the meta bit. While Christopher investigates the death of one dog in Swindon, half a world away, we are still debating the fate of thousands on our streets. Just last month, India's Supreme Court overturned its plan to relocate Delhi strays. Instead, sterilize, vaccinate, deworm, release. A verdict born of protest, love, and the reminder that dogs aren't just numbers on a civic ledger, they are lives. Maybe that is why this book stings. It is not just about who killed the neighbor's pet, but how we treat vulnerability, how we hide the lies under the rug, and how truth, sometimes like loyalty, comes on four legs. Christopher John Francis Boone, a 15-year-old math genius, lives with his father Ed, believing his mother Judy is dead. When he discovers Wellington, Mrs. Shear's dog, killed with a garden fork, he investigates, documenting everything. He learns from Mrs. Alexander that his mother had an affair with Mr. Shears. Searching for his book, he finds Judy's letters, revealing she is alive in London. Ed confesses both the lies and killing Wellington. Shaken, Christopher flees to Judy, only to return to sit his A-level. Though wary of Ed, he accepts Sandy and dares to dream for a better future. Mark Haddon told Powells.com that the book was the first novel he wrote for adults, yet the publisher pitched it to both kids and grown-ups, making it a surprise cross-market hit. Still, some autistic readers objected to its depressing take on Christopher Boone, a 15-year-old with Asperger's syndrome. Beyond a simple whodunit, it's a postmodern pastiche parody remixing Doyle's Silver Blaze and Hound of the Baskervilles, with Holmes and Dupin in the margins. While Frederick Jameson and John Baudrillard dismissed parody as purposeless, Linda Hutcheson championed it. Haddon's book, conscious of its bookness, becomes a double-coded reinvention of genre and neurodiversity. And that is what makes The Curious Incident so striking. Haddon never owned a dog, yet claimed to be part dog himself. Restless, instinct-driven, and never still. That spirit gave us Wellington. Not just a dead dog, but a spark that set Christopher's life in motion. For me, it resonates even deeper because I have got Lawrence, a guardian to the world but a pooky goof at home. Christopher's journey, Haddon's imagination, and Lawrence's contradictions all point to the same truth. Trust is fragile, love is messy, and difference is where stories live. I am Odhiraj, your literary sidekick, always chasing stories like a loyal hound.